Okay. Good night, and welcome. Uchoose Enterprise LLC presents this new show called Mind of Uchoose. Story told by your boy, Uchoose. So, let's get into it. I'm going to just say this, just to clear the air. I'm back on my bullshit. I am back. I took a whole year off to get things straight with myself. I, did a lot of self-work, self-evaluating, self-building. And I wanted to start this show by saying, I know you guys might remember me from a different show called _her story, _his story with my good friend Inga. We're still good friends. That show is no longer happening. As we can see, the page changed, everything changed. I actually took a whole year off, even though after I changed it, I still took a whole year off to get my ideas straight, get everything straight about the platform that I wanted to bring and how I wanted to bring it. So with this first show, what I'll be doing is I'll be addressing things basically to give you an idea about where this show is going to be going. Who's the person actually telling the show? Like, who is Uchoose? Who is this dude who think he could say what he wants to say? And why do we even want to waste our time listening to him? Because it's not really a waste of time. I might have something to say. Maybe it might touch you. Maybe it might not. Maybe it might help a friend. Maybe it might help a family. But that's the thing here. All of these platforms are here to help us grow. So while I grow, I figure I just make this growth on the show. All right, so let's get into it. I want to first start by saying this is going to be a public forum. If you choose to join, you're more than welcome. If you have something to add to my topics or you want to address something that I've said where you feel like you disagree, maybe from a prior show, holla at me. It's open forum. I thought about it a lot. I was like, am I going to go scripted or unscripted? I'm choosing to go unscripted. So don't blame me for mistakes. Don't blame me for the lack of professionalism. I'm doing this in my own little spot, in my own, literally, corner. You know what I'm saying? So please, take it easy on me, world. I know you guys are tough out there. Anyway, so let's get back to this guy named Uchoose. Uchoose is from Brooklyn, New York. You already know. I'm doing this show at 11 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. One, because the next day is Friday and everybody doesn't care about going to work Friday just to get the day over. So who cares if you stay up a little late and have some fun with Uchoose. Next, it's late also because this show is not for kids. This show is going to be for adults. 18 and up. The youngest you could probably be is a senior in high school. That's the youngest you could be listening to my content. Where I'm coming from, I'm going to be coming from raw. I'm going to be talking about all things. This one is just not going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about sports. I'm going to be talking about movies. I'm going to be talking about TV series. I'm going to be talking about current affairs. I'm going to be talking about conspiracy theories because Lord knows I got a lot of them. I'm going to be here to laugh. I'm going to talk about real stuff. I'm going to talk about culture stuff. I'm going to be all over the place. That's why I called it the Mind that you choose. So this way you can hear what's on my mind and I share my mind with the world. So that's really what this is. This is me sharing my mind with the world. A lot of times I get hit up in my DMs. I get hit up on my phones. I have a whole bunch of conversations with people. We talk things, different topics and things like that. That's been for the longest. So I figured, why not help out even when I'm not around? Why not leave some help for when I'm gone? So that's where the idea from Mind of Uchoose came from. And I realized, especially from my experience in our show, which was a really good show. If you get a chance, check out YouTube _ her story _ his story. Those shows are still out there. So if you do get a chance, go check out some of our earlier content with me and Inka. She's a dope friend. Inka, anytime you want to come join, holla at me, you are more than welcome to join, because we are still good friends and it is all love. So the outside people know there's no bad blood between me and Inka. Inkas will always be my friend until the day I leave this earth. So that's just the way that works. Anyway, I'm going to get into a couple of things. I want to address some things. So if you're coming here because we're on a different episode, a later episode, and I told you to come back and listen to the first episode because I already addressed it, those type of things will happen, because I will address things, but certain things that's part of my core character, I will not be repeating. You'll just be like, that's Uchoose. That's what he does. That's how he feels. This is the way he thinks. So if you come later on and you're like, blah, 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 I'm really just going to send you back to this show. So thank you for coming back and getting your facts straight when you're dealing with Uchoose. All right. So the first agenda, I feel it's a big agenda. I want to get it straight just so we are clear and there is no beef. I don't need cancel culture hollering at me. I want to say this and make it clear. In 2025, I will not be using pause, the AOs, all of those, the no H and all of that stuff. Those type of things, I'm removing that from my lingo. I don't have to prove my masculinity. I honestly feel that to have to constantly think what the rainbow community says to each other or says in a flirtatious manner, that's too much work for me to be thinking, oh, they might say this or they might say that. If I'm talking about food and it sounds sus to you guys, listen, my advice to anybody who feels anything that I said sounds sus, send your girl my way. Tell your girl, reach out to me in a DM. You want to see if I'm sus. That'll be the best bet. That'd be the easiest way to find out. Find out if I'm sus. Send me your girl. Send it to my DM. Tell her to throw it at me and really take a shot. And, we'll get that answered. Because I'll tell you right now, if your girl look good and she in my DM, I might try her. I just might. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not, the pauses and I'm not doing that. And, I feel like literally, to even have to think like that, you literally have to be thinking in your mind all day, what would they say to their partners? Or that sounds like something they would say to their partners. So pause. No, I'm not like that. I just said something that sounded like that. Pause. Bro, what? We're talking about food. We're talking about sports. We're talking about something else. Why is your mind like that? Are you sus? Are you trying to tell us something? I don't know. So that right there, that's going to be out of my vocabulary, out of my the way that I talk. I know it's been embedded in our culture for a long time. Shout out to my Harlem peoples. Y'all know. I know that's how y'all rock. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? But Uchoose, no longer doing that. Y'all ain't hearing it from me. So if y'all hear something and y'all want to go, hey, yo, I'm going to say, hey, yo, your girl in my DMs. That's where that's going to go. I don't care. I'm not going to be thinking about what I say, how you feel about it. I'm going to just be speaking my mind. Mind the Uchoose. So feel how you want to feel about that. And I already had this discussion with a couple of people, and, and it was like, well, some things just has to be paused. No. Why? Like, what's the real reason we are pausing things? We are pausing things to show our masculinity that we are not part of that community, right? feel how you want to feel. Because really, truly, at the end of the day, who really cares? No one really cares what the next person is doing. You know what I'm saying? And the community, oh gosh, I love you guys. Let me just make that also clear. I love the community. And let me tell you why I love the community. I love the community because, one thing, true fact, women outnumber men in this world. They do. Women outnumber men in this world. So when they have more guys that don't like women, guess what that does? That leaves the number games for guys like me to have more numbers. It leaves that number game a little bit more better. So I could more likely accept rebuttals. I could accept rejection. I'm comfortable with it. Since it's a number game and we're outnumbered, and then we got guys who makes the numbers even more outnumber on our side. Listen, please. You guys keep doing y'all thing. I love it. I'm happy for you guys. I'm 100% rooting for you guys. You guys make it better for guys like me. So thank you on that. Let's see. What else can I address? So I'm a Virgo. I know people be like, oh, the zodiac signs don't matter, blah, blah, blah. Screw that. I feel that it does. I think there's some truth in the zodiac's personalities and the traits that zodiacs have. In the same sense, I believe people are their own individual selves, and people can choose, you can choose to do things differently. You can choose to, not be like the rest of your sign. You can choose to be the wild card, because I know I am the wild card. So things that do apply to me, it does, but sometimes other things really don't. Like I'm a Virgo, but that's my moon rising, sun rising, whichever one's the main one. I'm a Virgo. I ain't doing all of the your whole chart and all of this and all of that to get more in depth. I know it. I have it written down somewhere. It doesn't really matter. I take Virgo, all the other things that make it more, that's why you're really like this, or you're really like that, or you have Libra, so you think logically like this, or you're Gemini, so you have mixed personalities like that, or whatever the foolishness that they want to add with all of the sun, the rising Venus and Mercury. I've only been on Earth. I've never been on Venus. I've never been on Mars, though I've seen it with my own eyes in real life. I've never been on the moon. So I understand. I see the stars, but I'm accepting Earth. So I'm from Earth. I believe you guys are from Earth. The drones. Oh, gosh. Yes, I want to talk about these drones. I mean, first of all, let's say this. They haven't shot the drones down, right? So it's safe to say they're not from another government. Because we know U.S., if it was another one, they shot down the balloon. They shot a balloon down. You telling me they're not going to shoot the drones down? No. That's our drones. What they doing there? No. I have no idea. Not, you know what I'm saying? And please, guys, don't look for me. Don't look for me. I don't know. Two, aliens. Now, because people want to say these drones are aliens. Until they show us real proof, and I'm not talking about AI proof, and I'm not talking about none of these Photoshop videos and things like that. Until you show me real proof, I don't believe there's no aliens. I'm sorry. I think anything outside of this Earth that ever was found on Earth was maybe materials, as far as like meteorites or something like that landed and hit Earth. But outside of that, I don't think as far as intelligent life, alien intelligent life, I don't believe it. I haven't seen it. And I feel there's no validity in anything. I believe Area 51 is probably a real place, but I don't think that it has anything to do with anything that we think it does. I believe those secret societies are real secrets. So obviously, the one that we know about, or the secret societies we know about, those are not the real societies, because secret societies are that secret. Like, I never understood people be like, oh, the Illuminati, this and that, all the signs is in front of our face. They're hiding in plain sight. Foolishness. I'm not with all of that. So yeah, don't think that I'm part of it, because I don't even believe in it. I don't think it's real. I think humans, we always looking for something to show to show that it's real. Humans, we're always looking to prove something is true, and when we can't, we make something up to make it that feels right. Something that'd be like, well, that has to be it. If it's not that, then it has to be this. I think that's what we do. So I'm not doing that. What else? I love women. I love y'all. So some of my friends might say I have a weird obsession with Eve. I was having this conversation the other day too. And when I'm talking about Eve, I'm not talking about you, EVE, not the pit bull in the skirt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. I loved your music. You was fire. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm talking about Eve, the first woman. Adam's rib. That Eve. When I think about Eve, let me tell you how I feel about Eve when I think about Eve. First of all, she's the first woman, right? She got to be bad. Like, think about it, right? You see all of these bad women out here, and Eve was before them. Eve the first woman. So they all a sample of what Eve would look like. But Eve the first one, you know Eve was like. Eve so bad that you can't even imagine how bad Eve is. Eve is bad. But then, when you think of it like that, you're like, yeah, that's true. But then, she's also like a great, however many great, like grandmother type thing. So it's also like kind of weird, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's the weird obsession with Eve, is like, damn, you kind of look at her like this, but then you also kind of look at her like that. So you kind of understand Adam. Like, I feel all men would have did what Adam did. I feel like all men, like, we could say no, we wouldn't all we want, but no, if it was in Adam's place, yeah, more than likely we all would have did the same thing. All of us are Adam. Just like all women are Eve, all of us are Adam. So when we understand that, we get to the point where we understand this disconnect between men and women. There's going to be some things, and we're going to experience this in our show. This is one of those things that you're probably going to be coming back to hear this. There's going to be some things that men and women just are not going to agree. It don't matter. It don't matter how much logic it makes to you. It don't matter how much logic it makes to me. We are not going to agree. Both of us are just not going to be feeling the same. We're not going to be feeling what the other person is saying. We're just not going to agree. It's going to be apples and oranges. We could still make apple-orange juice, but it's not going to be an apple juice or orange juice understanding. You're going to have to either just accept it and move on, or just feel how you feel about it and be mad. But it's not going to change. Like, there's always that disconnect. And that disconnect is so real. It's so real that even with women that they think like a man, or with men that they think like a female, even with them, there's still going to be those same disconnects that we have. So with that being said, I know a lot of y'all not going to like to hear this, and I think one of my posts said something like, this could probably get me canceled, but guess what? This is my first show, so if I get canceled, I really don't care. But anyway, gender is real. There are things that's gender fluid, like, we got 2 arms, we got 2 eyes, we got 2 ears, things like that. Those are gender fluid. But gender is real. Gender is real beyond just humans. Gender is real even with components, with digital things, with you know, with animals, with different species. Gender is a real thing. So whether you identify as whatever you identify as, I'm going to respect it because I respect humans and I respect people for who they are and who they want to be. But at the end of the day, for me, mind that you choose, gender is real. So boys have a penis and girls have vagina. That's just where I'm at with it. You know, so please don't take it no way. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the them, the him, the them, the days, the we's, which one, the yous, and any of the other pronouns that I'm probably missing. You know, but me, at the end of the day, there's him and hers, and he's and she's. That's where I'm at with it. I feel everybody is one of those, you know. And at birth, you are. So, please, world, do not try and take that away because that's crazy talk. You know, I mean, seriously, that's crazy talk. Yeah, that's how we populate the world. We populate the world with opposite sex. That's just the way that works. It won't work any other way. No matter how much science they try, it's not working any other way. Yeah, that's just the way that works. So please don't be mad at me for that. Don't attack me. Please just accept it as that's my opinion. Oh, I want to get into that. This world here that we are in today. I'm glad this is episode 1 and we getting into this. Let's get back to the way America used to be. Like, you know, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving my age a little bit. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. I remember there was a time where we really had freedom of speech and people could really say their real opinions and it's okay. Like, I don't have to like what you like. I don't have to feel how you feel. And I shouldn't be blackballed or canceled because we have different opinions. I feel that's what used to really make America America. The fact that I could say, to hell with you, I don't like that shit. And nobody's like, well, make sure none of the sponsors work for him or make sure he has no sponsors because he feels this way. That's just corny. Shit's whack. Like, so what? Like, a lot of these celebrities can't even say what they really feel. A lot of these talk shows, a lot of these day shows, a lot of these night shows, and all of these other shows, they can't never really say how they really feel on camera. They can only say, and they can, what they say, they can only really say in the privacy of people who they trust, because if those people record them and that recording gets out, that turns into something. Like, what? Like, listen, yo, if people are sponsoring people because they have followers or they have a saying and things like that, if a group leaves them, sponsors don't leave them, because at the end of the day, they're being true to themselves. Do you want phony people or do you want real people? The people that still mess with them, those people are still going to support you. So deal with the people who support you and the people who don't, the people who don't. Like, it's kind of like how we feel about, you know, R. Kelly. Like, R. Kelly, the things that he's done, no one's happy with those things. No one is justifying those things or saying those things were right. But damn, his music, I'm still going to listen to his music. Like, damn, TB2 was fire. I mean, 12 play? Come on. No. You kind of have to still listen to 12 play. 12 play is fire. I mean, do you know how many great nights I've had off of R. Kelly's music? What? Like, no. Memories and stuff like that. No. I'm going to remove the person personally. And his work that he left and the work that he's done, I'm still going to listen to that. I'm still going to support that. Same thing with Diddy. Goodness gracious. How much music catalog will we have to lose if y'all think like that? No, seriously. There's so much music and so much work out there from him for you to be like, well, I'm not gonna play anything Diddy had anything to do with, then you about to erase a whole genre of music. Like, we're not gonna do that. Let's all be honest. A lot of us are still gonna listen to the old locks. A lot of us are still gonna listen to all the Biggies. A lot of us are still gonna listen to all the Marys and the Fates and the Little Kims and all of that. So please, let's stop with this cancel culture. Let's get back to what a real Americans used to be. Well, what? You don't like me? Well, I don't like you either. Cool. So you go over there and I go this way, and we don't have to talk. You don't have to follow me. We don't have to listen to anything. We choose to do what we choose to do. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be mad that you don't like what I say. Or I'm not going to be mad that you're saying something that I don't like. We just could just have different opinions and move on. That being said, I don't condone bullying. So if you do come on this platform, don't come on this platform trying to bully any type of, class of people. And don't try to bully over here. Be not with the bullying. You know what I'm saying? You can state your opinion without beating on people that's down or beating on people that feels, you know what I'm saying, in a bad situation. We're not going to be doing that. We will be addressing stuff really, though. We will be addressing things straightforward. Right here, listen, I don't care. I really don't care. So I'm going to be speaking however it is my brain feels. And you take that how you want. You do with it how you want. I'm going to be doing different things, different topics. I believe sometime in the future, I got enough poetry where I'm going to do a poetry night. I'm not going to tell you when right now because, those type of things are going to take planning. But one of these nights, I'm going to do a whole poetry night where it's probably going to be like an hour of just poem reading. All my poems. They're all mine. I'm going to give you some of that. I'm going to do something brand new on this platform. I don't think it's been done yet. So I know you guys heard of stand-up comedy. I'm going to do some sit-down comedy where I'm going to do a whole little, maybe an hour of comedy, maybe a half hour of comedy where I just tell some jokes about my life and things like that. We laugh about it. Laugh at me. That's what comics do. Comics talk about themselves and laugh at themselves. They talk about the situations they've been in, they talk about their family, talk about their friends, talk about the things that they experience, and we all laugh at it. So I'm not doing stand-up, I'm doing sit-down. So even if I am in a stadium, or if I end up in one of these theaters or something like that, more than likely I'm going to have a chair out there. And I'm not going to be walking around and dancing around. I'm going to be doing sit-down. Now, not stand-up. I'm going to be doing sit-down comedy. Yeah, I'm doing something new. So we're going to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else does Uchoose have for you guys on this first one that he could think in his brain? It's crazy because I had a whole lot of ideas that I wanted to address tonight. And now that I'm live and I'm here, some of them have gone, and I expect that too because this is the first show, and like I said, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know who I am. I'm back on my bull. If y'all saw the shows before, if y'all remember my _her story _his story, y'all remember Uchoose is a little different than the rest. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I gave y'all a nice little 30 minutes of Uchoose. This, like I said, this is the first one. I wasn't really expecting. I didn't even tell nobody. Well, I didn't really tell too many people. You know what I'm saying? I kind of really wanted to do this just quiet, dolo, just to get my mind off anything that's popping up on my mind. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this Thursdays. 11 p.m. Eastern. Everybody's willing to join. My next topic, I'm definitely going to be posting it. I'm going to be putting things. I'm probably going to make a few reels off of this. You know what I'm saying? Just to get back out there. This is me jumping back in the books. jumping back on the screen, trying to give y'all a little piece of me, you know what I'm saying, and hope y'all enjoy. So with that being said, cheers to the New Year's 2025. And y'all know, once y'all see this cup, because y'all will be seeing me, if you see me in the streets outside this summer, more than likely I'm going to have this cup. Don't ask what's in it. Just know something is in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Ah, and that's dark. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, let's hit that one more time. Hold on. Ah, yeah. Yeah, so Uchoose is going to be on that type of timing. I could say this first 6 months, the content probably be a little bit different than the following 6 months, because right now I'm on my cannabis hiatus. I do this every year, where for the 6 months out of the year, I don't smoke no weed. And then the other 6 months of the year, I don't drink no alcohol. This year, I'm doing the weed first, the cannabis first, and then the alcohol later. So yeah, this Labor Day, it's only going to be bud. It's going to be no alcohol. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do no alcohol. It's only going to be, that's how I'm going to do it. So yeah, when I smoke cannabis, though, I ain't gonna lie, my content does get a little bit more raw. I think because the things that come to my mind when I'm under the influence of cannabis is kind of the reason that made me say, yeah, I need to start back my show again. The things I used to say and have these conversations with people, they be like, yo, you need to be telling everybody this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I still got the relationship advice. If you want those things, we're definitely going to get into a few of those topics, because, well, we're going to have to. You know, that's humans crave relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Humans crave relationship, you know, so we definitely going to get into that. And yeah, so I'm going to end it here. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for taking their time. Like I said, this is just show 1. I feel like I addressed most of the things that was probably important. Let's see. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let's say this too. When it comes to sports, I don't have a main team. I mess with the players. The reason why I feel that way was when I seen what the 76ers did to Allen Iverson, the way they treated him, and Allen Iverson put his whole heart and skill for that team and that team alone. Yeah, after that, I couldn't have no loyalty to the teams. I could only have loyalty to the players, because they're the ones that's out there and they're the ones that make us watch these sports. So in the future, don't worry, we'll get into which sports, which players were my players and things like that, because like I said, on this platform, I'm going to be talking about everything. Nothing's going to be off the table. Tonight, like I said, was really just me introducing myself. I really didn't want to go through too much topics. Just want to give you a little mind frame about this guy here. So I was the oldest brother. You know what I'm saying? I got younger siblings. Became a parent young. You know, so I was a teen parent. Before MTV even had the show. In my 20s, a lot of these social experiment shows that we watch, with all of them, the Love Is Blind and the Pods. What's that show? That is Love Is Blind. The Pods. The other one, Ultimatum, and Marriage at First Sight, or Marriage 30 Days Later, or whatever that other stuff is. All of these social experiments, all of these reality shows are social experiments, to be honest. But yeah, in my 20s, I did a lot of relationship social experiments, so I have a lot of knowledge on that too. A lot of the things that when I'm watching these shows, a lot of the things I say end up be the things that end up occurring. So, like I said, we're gonna be addressing all of those things. My movie selection, I can't even hold y'all up. I'm a good judge of movies. I'm a good judge of music. Like since as long as I can remember, songs when I first hear them, I could tell whether they're a hit or not, and I want to say 9 times out of 10 I've been right. 9 times out of 10, the first time I hear a song, even songs that sometimes have to grow on you. You know, there's some music that ends up having to grow on you, and even those songs, from the first time I hear it, I could tell if it's a hit or not. Yeah, so we're going to be getting into things like that as well. I'm giving y'all recommendations on stuff to watch if you're not watching it yet. I'm going to be addressing some of these reality shows. I watch all type of reality shows, and I listen to all type of music. So it's not only for the culture. It's not only going to be West Indian things. It's not only going to be American hip-hop culture thing. And it's not only going to be a black people thing. It's going to be all people thing. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not racist. I love all the races. Yep, all of them. There's no race that I don't like. There might be a group of people that I might have a little bit of animosity with, I would say. Or yeah, that's probably the best word to use, animosity. But I don't hate them. You know, I just feel like they should be doing better. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they should be better people. So those type of people, yeah, I got smoke for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a threat or anything like that, trying to say I'm coming to get you. Just trying to say you're going to hear my mouth based on those things. You know, I'm going to address those opinions. I'm going to address those thoughts. You know, let's see. Am I leaving anything out? If I am, please forgive me. Like I said, this is unscripted. This is my first time back after, you know, a little year and change off. So I've been planning this in my head, but, you know, now I'm actually here doing it. You know, there's two things when it comes to actual doing things. You could plan things, and you could have a dream, you could have a thought. But if you don't go out there and actually do it, it stays a dream. It stays a thought. You know, everybody knows, I say this all the time, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And, I mean, when I played basketball, I wasn't necessarily the shooter. One of my teammates, he was always the shooter. My homie, he know who he is. He was always the one who, at the 3-point line, everybody used to be crazy. But my drive was always on point. You know what I'm saying? My drive was always on point. Yep. So, yeah, that's all I have to say tonight. I want to thank you guys again. Like I said, I know I stopped and I started back, but I want to thank you guys again for really taking your time out and listening to me. Like I said, this is the first one, and I will be back. So thank you guys for joining. All right?